Hello, I'm Niccolò. Follow me in this journey where I'll show you the wonders of Italian craftsmanship and the secrets of Made in Italy. I start with a beautiful workshop where I have the pleasure of meeting Paola Staccioli, who generously told me about her passion, ceramics. Paola welcomed me into the workshop she shares with her father, Paolo, whose works you can see around us. Upon my arrival, Paola is busy working on one of her latest creations, a bowl on which she'll place some birds. Her works convey lightness, not only thanks to the material she works with, white earthenware, but also thanks to her technique.
Questa è terraglia bianca e quando ho cominciato ho provato a realizzare le forme in questo modo, non al tornio ma così, e questo mi permetteva di ottenere degli spessori molto sottili e quindi di ottenere queste forme molto delicate.
Barbottina. This is what the earth that mixes with water is called, Paola tells me, a type of glue she expertly uses to join the birds to the bowl. I ask her if all her production is exclusively focused on the use of ceramics. Paola confirms that it is the only material she uses, unlike her father, who also uses bronze and combines it with ceramics. After the age of 18, Paola began to show great interest in art and started attending exhibitions and visiting museums with great enthusiasm, even though she wasn't particularly driven by art subjects in school. It was during university that she began attending courses in applied art, having fun, while her father, who had always secretly admired the art world, started working with ceramics, painting on them. He was so good he participated in a fair in Faenza, where he met an artist who told him,
Sei bravo, ma io ti potrei far fare cose molto più belle.
So, Paola's father began frequenting his new teacher who, however, wouldn't explain him all the earth cooking procedures that allowed his works to gain those naturally changing colors. The cost of Paolo's agreement with his master was that Paolo always had to make two pieces, one for himself and the other for his master. Over time, Paola's father wasn't satisfied with just cooking. Therefore, he bought himself an oven and started experimenting with it, while observed by Paola, who was fascinated by it, especially when she saw her father very happy with his first results. Such was his satisfaction that he quit painting to entirely devote his time to the world of ceramics and metallic luster. When Paola was about 27, her father received a very important commission and asked for her help.
È stato veramente amore a prima vista. Cioè, ho avuto subito voglia di fare qualcosa di mio e feci delle tazzine da caffè.
Such was Paola's enthusiasm for how her coffee cups had turned out that she found the courage to offer them to a shop in Via de' Benci. The owner not only bought her cups immediately, but asked her to make more. This was when Paola's life changed completely.
Ho preso questa partita IVA e mi sono licenziata da un lavoro a tempo indeterminato. Sì.
While Paola places the bowl with the two birds on the side, I notice another work on her desk that allows me to ask her if, behind her works so different, there's a concept that unites them.
Sono ognuna un po' il frutto di qualcosa, di una suggestione, di un'emozione, di un pensiero, di un ricordo, di un sogno a volte, di una lettura.
The first great opportunity for Paola as an artist was given to her by Ornella Casazza, director of the Museo degli Argenti in Palazzo Pitti, who proposed that she host a personal exhibition. Paola created larger sculptures and teapots for the occasion. Among her many creations, she sunk a tired woman into an armchair representing a period of her life that was particularly tiring for her. Reading, too, as she just said, is a source of inspiration for her, and her reads were born from reading Calvino. Here, Paola tells me about her creative process.
Allora, si parte appunto dalla modellazione dell'argilla che avviene in vari modi, per le ciotole con gli stampi, per le sculture così liberamente, un po' con la tecnica del colombino. Poi vanno fatte seccare bene, Una volta seccate bene si mettono in forno e si fa una prima cottura che si chiama il biscotto a 1100 gradi. Sono pronti per essere dipinti, ci viene applicata sopra la cristallina che è la parte che rende vetrose le ceramiche e si fa una seconda cottura, questa volta di solito a circa 940 gradi. Durante la seconda cottura si fa una affumicatura che fa venire fuori la parte metallica.
With Paola, we move to the laboratory area where she decorates the biscuits. While she continues with her work, she tells me she's very freely inspired by nature and doesn't worry about the fidelity of her images. She reiterates that, at the end of this phase, she'll apply the crystalline by immersion. She tells me her work doesn't always end happily. Sometimes, some of her works break. I ask her if this purely relies on luck, but she explains to me that the real enemy of her job is haste. The curious thing about her works is that the reason why their beautiful shimmer remains is in some ways mysterious.
Però l'effetto del lustro noi del tutto non l'abbiamo capito ancora.
Ok.
Ci sono dei fattori che incidono e che determinano delle differenze quando ci sembra di aver fatto esattamente la stessa cosa, in realtà il risultato cambia.
Therefore, this fascinating technique also has a downside, or upside. It's not 100% controllable. Paola, aware of the fact that the effect can sometimes seem excessive, tells me she prefers to let her subjects breathe, leaving out some white parts, thus obtaining a light work from every point of view. Her works have traveled around the world. The farthest place they reached is a Tokyo gallery. They are also present in England, Germany, France, as well as Tuscany and some of the most important Italian cities. The freedom that Paola puts in her works probably also depends on her trust, on the quality of the relationships she has created with art galleries over time, which don't influence her subjects or themes. In fact, their managers arrive in her shop, let themselves be enchanted, and choose. Paola maintains an emotional bond with her works. She likes to know where they'll go, and when she happens to carry out commissions for private individuals, she feels involved, thrilled by the fact that her creatures will live somewhere for a long time. Paola maintains an emotional bond with her works. She likes to know where they'll go, and when she happens to carry out commissions for private individuals, she feels involved, thrilled by the fact that her creatures will live somewhere for a long time. As our chat approaches an end, I'd like to thank you for watching and once again emphasize on how fascinating Paola's works are, which is why I'll take the opportunity to visit her mini gallery inside her workshop.